And I think you are the beautiful key to wake up this planet. Because as far as I can tell in my 45 years doing this, you guys are the only ones that are awake enough and know enough to fix people. And this is particularly true in your knowledge of the lymphatic system and the kidney connection. It don't matter what medical doctors think about it. You can have a medical doctor telling you right in your face that you don't know what you're talking about, and you need to go, you know what? You're not taking my power. You don't know what you're talking about. See, because you have proof. You have evidence, and I love evidence. And we got tons of it. I made sure that through all these years that we've had so much evidence that going to hurt going down the throat of some people. But we're all going to die sometime. These are comments by souls that are still on journeys that have no, they're not ready to wake yet. It's not a negative thing. It's just that these individuals don't care. They're having fun eating the way they're eating and enjoying their life. They don't have any self-awakening yet. The journey to God is always marked with self-awareness first. Self-realization, self-awareness. This is always in the concepts and understanding of spirituality. That as you develop, you reach self-realization first. Meaning that you see yourself and everything else is coming from the same source. It's not something you learn. It is something that it is. It's just when you have that cosmic consciousness experience, that's the experience. It's nirvanic. It's ecstasy, because now you see all life is tied together, and you expand like unbelievable. And it gives you. It's just the way it is. Life is that. So when you get to that level, it's unbelievable. But that's only the first step. So those that say these things like that, they're just not ready. And if they're not ready, okay, don't waste your time. But if you want to use them as practice material, you could use them as practice material, play a little bit and, hone your skills on your dialectics, on your ability to converse, like a Pythagorean or Socratean type of thing, and you're playing. I don't know. You got to learn where that karma might stop and start doing that, but sometimes it's fun to take someone on a journey of thought and awareness, just down a road of awakening, But play with that and have fun with that, because you're developing, each and one of you are developing your skills to be the light and to give the light to others. The health part of it is just the first stage of it, to give you a good doorway into your greater self and your greater ability to help others from a much higher level. Oh yeah. So all these type of people you run into like this is homing you. It's a way that it pulls you back from too much excitement, and wanting everybody to learn and grow and get healthy and stuff like that. Everybody doesn't want it. So it's like, okay, you can't get upset with that, because everyone is on a different level in their journey. Some souls just got here, talk to plenty of those. If you get out of the body, you'll talk to many inhabitants of other worlds that have never ever been to this level yet. So, but anyway, it's like you have to kind of, give them love and go, sad. But the thing is, every time you talk and converse with someone and expose the truth to them, remember, you're talking to a soul. You're not, when you're talking to your little baby, let's say you just gave birth and you brought your infant home from the hospital. Let me tell you, that isn't an infant. That body might be a little bitty, and that mind needs to correlate and everything else, but I want to tell you, that is not a little being. Not in today's world. You might have a soul that's never been at this level yet. That'd be a rowdy one too. Those are the kids that really, they just don't take discipline well. They don't listen. I'm familiar with that. But there are those that now coming in that are very awake, and you're seeing a lot of them A lot of you moms and dads, especially in this field, you're going to have those higher souls because they need this level of energy and this level of health to be able to articulate their journey here. Because you don't want to bring them back down. They're here to get their higher levels to finish up here. And you'll see those that are finishing up. They're detaching themselves. They don't care anymore. They're letting go. And you can't judge them because they're getting themselves free. You got to get yourself free. Because if you don't, you're in a world of untruthfulness and so much corruption and so much hate and so much of stuff. It's just disgusting.
Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. I am coming on here early this morning. It's about probably 1 a.m. I'm not sure when exactly I'm going to publish this video, but it's been a couple of weeks that I've just really been having some ups and some downs and just feeling like I need to be doing a little bit more to take care of myself and to be centered and aligned with my purposes and to not be tossed around like the waves of the sea. I have decided that I am going to do a fruit fast, and what I'm going to be doing is, this is about not only my own offspring and claiming back my birthright and the process that I am going through in doing so, that I have already claimed them back, and I have learned that I need to stand in my sovereignty as an infinite soul having this human experience. And there's so much going on behind the scenes. There's so much involved in this, learning about the modern day form of human trafficking by child predator services and the anti-family kangaroo courts and the statute and code enforcers and all of that. I keep saying I don't want to focus on those things and stay stuck, but I believe that it is important to share and to spread and to shine the light on corruption where it exists, so that we are able to just wake people up, and as we rise up, to be able to reach back down for those who are in the lower vibrations, to help them. Some things that happened this week really pulled me back down to lower vibrations. I basically just was like, F it all today. That's just where I authentically, genuinely was at, not throughout the entire day, but just, you know, it's difficult when you are in this awakening and you have other people in your life, could be a significant other, I'll say for myself, you know, someone you live with, other family members, extended family members, your offspring. People are in different places in this walk. We're all actually headed to the same destination, to source, but we are all in different places, and it makes it so hard when you're trying to rise up and it just feels like you're allowing other things to keep you bound, to keep me bound. And so I decided tonight, what can I do to really go within? What helped me before? And I know that the 20-day fruit like detox, I did add some salads in and stuff like that, but to really just focus and to work on my self-control and my willpower, and just really just taking time to look at my health and to regenerate all of my cells. You know, when I'm looking around at things I'm seeing, I just don't like it. And there's so many things having to do with my offspring and where they're at, and vaccinations, and them being treated for different things that I know what the cause is. I don't know everything. I'm not an expert on everything in the world, but I can observe and I can point people in the direction to be able to research. I don't expect people to believe me, but there's plenty of evidence out there just looking around at how unhealthy people are. And I see these things happening to my offspring. I see that my voice, it matters, but it's being silenced. And as a mom, as a dad, our voices should never be silenced. It is our birthright to raise our offspring in the way that we see fit. I will just say that all cases having to do with our offspring, having to do with our birthrights, requires that a true court of record be given with due process of law before a jury of one's peers. And it's not what they've been telling us, but that is what's needed, because justice needs to be given, and we need to make sure that no one is being abused or neglected like they are right now by the system in place. So with that being said, I'm going to kind of go back to the fruit detox and just say that I believe that for me, that this is what I'm needing to do. I'm not telling others that you should be doing this. If you want to follow me, I'm going to be just sharing my experience, and first I'm going to write down why I'm doing this, the things that kind of came up within me, what I experienced before, and then I'm going to be sharing my ups and downs, and just things that I'm doing to stand as an infinite soul having this human experience. And I am not going to plan it all out. It's just going to go, and I'm not sure yet if I'm going to come on every day or if I'm going to just make short clips and then play it once I put them together. I'll just see kind of what works. And the other thing is, I wanted to just say that I know for myself, one of the reasons why I feel like this is important is because it did help me before, and I saw a lot of improvements. I want to learn more. I want to experience this and rise above and just break through, so that I am no longer being controlled by food and the comfort that it has given me, because that's one of the issues, is that I want to be centered and I want to be unshakable, but food has always been there as a comforter. I'm at the beach, and we used to come here as a family all the time, and summertime, there's different seasons that bring in different types of food, and there's so many memories associated. And the food, when I see people out together and going out to eat and stuff, I just remember those things, and it does bring me a sense of comfort. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being comforted, but I want to be comforted from within. I don't want to be looking outside of myself anymore and feeling like I am just seeking things that really should not matter, and that have been damaging my health, actually, because the things that I'm craving aren't what is actually good for me all the time. So I just wanted to come on here to share this, and I hope that whatever it is that you feel led to do to help you to continue to rise up and to claim your birthright, to stand in sovereignty. This isn't a sovereign citizen thing or anything like that. This is that we are infinite souls having this human experience, and we do have natural rights, and we just need to remember who we are, and the keys are within. And so I'm going to take this time to really go within, and through the ups and the downs, I know that it is me who I'm going to have to rely on. I'm going to be just connecting with Source more and more, with the Divine Creator within all of us, but just aligning with who I actually am, because I'm way more than this body. I have this conscious, this spirit. We each do, that I've just been disconnected from, and I've had too many things I'm allowing get in the way of just growing. And you know, this walk and trying to stand for my offspring and trying to figure out how to go about this is a tough one. It's one of the toughest. I'm not saying that mine, I don't want to minimize anyone else's trials, struggles, tribulations, but it has really rocked me, and I just, the attachments and everything, it's hard to let go and just to trust. And so that is where I'm at, and I thank you for taking the time to watch this, and I hope that you will follow what I'm doing if you feel led, and that you would like, share, and subscribe, and just take your days one day at a time, so that you know that it will get better. And I'm telling myself that it's gonna get better. And just when we feel like just saying F it all, do what I did today maybe, and just go, what can I do to get out of this? Because that's not where I want to be. I don't want to be there. I've recognized where I've been before and where I want to be right now in this moment, the here and now, and that is what I'm shooting for. So again, namaste to you all. I love you, and I love you to my daughters and to my sons, and I don't mean any disrespect in what is going on right now. I know that you are on your own journeys as well, and I will support you the best way that I can, but I can't be silenced, and I am going to keep growing, and I'm going to keep sharing, and hopefully I will be that light that will help you to avoid certain things in your life, and to be able to just be courageous enough to be you and to shine brightly for yourself. All right. Thanks again for watching. Namaste. Have a good night.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Holy smokes.
No wonder.
Alright, this song is called Fix It. And we don't know how to fix it, but we coming up with some concepts. Every cell is transforming, have me turn into original concepts to construct. And then I started to shape shift, and the animals within me grew tails and talons. I hitched a ride on the back of a whale to the darkest of the ocean and ate off the bottom. And then I traveled dimensions, and the places I rode upon elephants and zebras. Elephants and zebras. Well, I dream of my future big time, yeah. What it would be like to always have clean water, and if we left the trees standing, and they filtered the air when we breathed it in deeply. Well, I traveled across Native America, and I saw the sickness taking form in all its small children. Well, if I could give to my people, yeah, well, a piece of my peace would be with you always. If I could give to my people, yeah, matters how you look at it. And it definitely matters how you look at it. So if you think you can't risk it, well, what an opportunity to be free of it. Well, if you think you can't risk it, well, what an opportunity to be free of it. I heard the herd, yeah, the wild horses, and we're blazing new trails through uncertain territory. I run as fast as the cheetahs, and I catch a ride on the back of the great and mighty condor. And then I took my place in the choir, and we're singing a song of freedom and progress. And we're delivering the babies, yeah, and we're birthing up the next generation. Said we're delivering the babies, yeah, and we're birthing up the next generation. I never thought I needed medicine, but I was spiritually dying. I needed some healing, so I opened my mouth and took a dose of the music. Then I sat and prayed for guidance, yeah, teach me to use it. I pray for guidance now, teach me to use it. I pray for guidance now, give me the music. And it definitely matters how you look at it. And it definitely matters how you look at it. So if you think you can rescue it, what an opportunity to be free of it. And if you think you can rescue it, I'm here to tell you, what an opportunity to be free of it. Every cell is transforming, and we turn into original concepts to construct. And then I started to shape shift, and the animals within me grew tails and talons. I hitched a ride on the back of a whale to the darkest of the ocean and ate off the bottom. And then I traveled dimensions, and the places I rode upon elephants and zebras. Elephants and zebras, watching my future big time, yeah. What it would be like to always have clean water, and if we left the tree standing, and it filtered the air when we breathed it in deeply. So I traveled across Native America, I saw the sickness taking form in all its small children. Well, if I could give to my people, yeah, well, a piece of my peace will be with you always. If I could give to my people, yeah, well, a piece of my peace will be with you always. Be with you always. Be with you always. I never thought I needed medicine, but I was spiritually dying. I needed some healing, so I opened my mouth and took a dose of the music. Then I sat and prayed for guidance, now teach me to use it. I pray for guidance, yeah, teach me to use it. I pray for guidance now, give me the music. And it definitely matters how you look at it. And it definitely matters how you look at it. So if you think you can risk it, well, what an opportunity to be free of it. And if you think you can risk it, well, what an opportunity to be free of it.